Abusunya ade ba ko a ya pa ne se ubedi nkrofukuo bi anim na makwakoye ade na bibi besi na omunyina ayi wa manaka wo nko a ma mention this story with you emre bi na misapa me ne menabofo bi ekowrem se ye kwakwati kube no na enye ye dia obi dia na ye kwakope bi ate ade ase sada no na edim se nipa no wa nkowrem ho ma ye kokoduru ho no nipa ba ko na ye kan se onfru kube no because ye na ya ka no na ye ntimi mfro but ofu koduru so na wote ba ko tu fo mu no se na nipa na ofuo no eye ne dia no na ohye ho e na wote de no oba ho but oba no ye na ye wo fo mu no e na ye nyina ye dwane ye e ma ne ka nipa na wo kube no soro no e na e ka no nko a but nipa na wo fo mu na kube no ye ne dia wo ne ka sai se onsi na o nye na hwe osiye e baaye wa anya na hwe o ma ne kube ni bi se omfa nko na embom se wonim na so osi ho bi mu a de e beto no e bia na nani anye ho nti obaye no na ye na ya ka na yedwane ye no na ye sero ni se o ma yekube no se de ye no ntino o ma ye na we de me ka de akwakusi asem so lawyer Bernard Bediako o se sa asem ya me kan yi ebi na ato ono aboko amna Afenyo-Markin o se Afenyo-Markin so no ye minority leader na wo hwe asem no mo be kan ye e de fa GoldBod ne ono abo sameje mfi hu no eyo mu nyina minority no na be ye press conference but sisi ya no ase asem no ehu be da idi no according to honorable no isi aka honorable kwa amna Alexander Afenyo-Markin ho a na o defend in some of beka GoldBod CEO ne so no ono nko a na o defend because ya free omo on TV programs difference about 3 okwa NPP representative na we say oba no oma na aka ono nko na waye one on one na wasore eko enti calendar no o hwe mkrofo na obudi na chi a obuko gina ho ye press conference no obu nyina atwe omo because they know say what they were saying, you know, there wasn't any substance in what they were saying. Edunti se nipa no nim say o ko program so na say ne ho be kire na obekọ na akwa ye dey edunti from program kura omoma agi say bia some of the communicators na omon kan minority in parliament no ehun but omo parliament won ankasa na obeye press conference no how many of them and I was say ohu omo e wo tell you so say omo defend the omo de babetu edwa no papa no wadi nkomo bibiri pese me ne wo ye kone ekotie ensem a lawyer Bernard Bediako o kan ye e wo TV3 morning program I friend say key points eso mesro unya en subscribe ya na subscribe e de like video share ma udi no so onya bi ewe yankobo islam yam kone ekotie lawyer Bernard Bediako me da wase.
For then they kept saying that GoldBod. The discussion has always been around GoldBod according to the minority. And that is why we must put the matters in the right perspective to expose them for what they have done. And like my senior said no, nowhere did they say that, or did the IMF, the report they rely so much on as their Bible, that it is GoldBod that incurred the loss, or it is sitting in the books of GoldBod. If it's not in their books, if they didn't incur the loss, then why would you even ascribe to the extent that you are even calling somebody a candidate for jail? Was that not?
That was very unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. The minority leader. I mean, these things are for food soldiers. You stood in front of the cameras and you called a person and you said I heard him subsequently, OKFM and then other places, he didn't mention the name of Samuel. Who else? Who else? So you see, this is what we should call them out for. Very responsible, with the greatest respect to him. I respect him so much. But you see, that is why we have the reports before us. And it's good. This is the only page 10, the item or paragraph 13. That is the only page that talk of the IMF report that speaks about this loss.
This one?
Yes. Nowhere again. This is it. So please, for the benefit of your viewers, tell us. They only mentioned. So you start and you see the dishonesty. Hold on. So you see the dishonesty. Relying on the same document, they skipped the 2024 one.
You said losses in 2024 were equivalent to almost $400 million.
So hold on there. Did you ever hear them talk about the 2024 loss? Did you hear the respected minority leader ever mention the 2024 loss?
But that's how the report starts, isn't it?
Yes,
and then they
but did you ever hear them mention it? It is the report. You see, we said that. We have an audited statement from the Auditor General. They said, no, we won't go with that. leave that one. We will rely on the IMF report, which we have. Please tell me, the first sentence there is talks about 2024. Why did they skip it?
Well, they relied on the second part.
Why?
Which is the $1.7 billion.
Why?
Which
No, we will come to that.
As a result
please.
of the scheme.
Yes, but we will come to that. But why did they skip? Let us call them out for what they've done. Why did they skip the 2024 one? Look, let me tell you, the arrangement we have today, and Doc, let me respectfully, it is not true that there is a current design, as you claim. The design has always been there. It's the PMMC design, which we still have.
I didn't say current design.
No. I wrote it. Maybe you didn't. Maybe.
I don't think he intended to say
well, that's fine. I agree.
Let me correct it. The design of the domestic.
It's important. It's not only you. People make the whole argument look as though it is something that is happening now, and it's never happened before. This policy is a policy of the old administration. The domestic gold purchase program is a policy of the old administration. Yes, Bank of Ghana, but the old administration. And the arrangement in terms of how this whole thing should be done and whatever fees and then how it is being done was done before we inherited power. In fact, Sami inherited PMMC and did not change anything. Probably what we have now is the GoldBod, which is now a regulator different from the PMMC. That is the difference. But in terms of the Bank of Ghana's policy, the domestic gold purchase program, go and buy gold and bring it to me, it's always been like this. It's always been like this. And what do they do? As was explained, to make it simple, for the sake of our viewers, of course, the economists, they make the thing a bit complex. To make it very simple, as has been said, take this money, go and buy the gold and bring it to me. Bring it to me. In fact, GoldBod is not even a party to the arrangement in terms of taking the gold to outside the shores of the Republic. They don't even sit in meetings to discuss how much the gold should be sold. Is it possible for me to incur costs when I've not sold anything? I will still go and do the politics. You see? No, it's important. How did we get here? They brought you here this morning because somebody did politics. Someone decided to do pure politics. And what is even sad? Look at it. And let me even draw your attention to something. With all this, after all that was said, how come it is just, I'm just asking a harmless question. It appears that the respected minority leader is on his own. Where are his colleagues?
How do you mean he's on his own?
No. In all this, my brother, yes, is with the MPP, but this is a minority affair. Is he one of them? Yes. Where are they? How many have you heard? I've been on programs where I was expected to meet with my colleagues on there. They never showed up. Watch the space. Why have they left the respected minority leader to be on his own? No, I'm just asking a harmless question. He would respond. But this is a minority, yes, this is a minority issue. Minority in parliament. Where are they? I was on Joy FM 2 days ago. He never showed up. I was on Adom. He never showed up. UTV, they never showed up. And the minority leader, no, I don't know. They themselves didn't know. They called them, they didn't come. Minority leader is the one hopping from one radio station, TV station to the other. Minority leader. After you are done with your press conference, the rest is for your lieutenants to carry on. Unfortunately, we are not seeing it. Is he on his own? Is it a personal agenda? Because it turned out that this is not true. Nobody wants to put his head on this.
Okay.
It turned out that if I'm paid fees for work done, I don't determine. In fact, going to buy the gold from the artisans, it is not GoldBod that determines how much he intends buying under the current regime or the dispensation. He doesn't determine it. Everything is Bank of Ghana. Just take this, go and buy it at this rate. Bring it to me and take your fees.
GoldBod is part. There's a committee that supervises that.
Currently, currently, the PMMC. I'm saying that the committee you refer to. You see, GoldBod now has a certain legal whatever currently, which PMMC didn't have. The current GoldBod, because it's also the regulator now. PMMC didn't have that.
However, it is the final say will always be with the
Bank of Ghana. That's
so,
okay.
but I'm just saying that.
Round up for me. I need to.
So please, what we are saying is this: if the argument is about the losses generally from 2022, we can have it. But I'm looking at the economic gains we have currently. I will not fault Bank of Ghana, even if you push it there, because they need to use money to actually bring us this far. But you see, if it is about GoldBod, as has been, persistently put out there that it is GoldBod that has incurred the loss, we are saying that the report you rely so much on doesn't even depict so. It doesn't show it.